our program, the Dimma Awards, and the virtual exhibition. Before we begin, I would like to explain some rules for today's event. Please, number one, please ensure that you have a stable internet connection and are in a quiet environment to avoid any background noises. And lastly, I would like to note that today's event will be recorded for future reference. Okay, so without further ado, I would like to invite Mr. Buyong Sudrajat as the representative from British Council to give the first opening speech. To Mr. Buyong Sudrajat, the time is yours.
Thank you so much, Rani and Laras. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, Bapak Ibu, the Honorable Professor Utami Widyati, President of TEFLIN, Dr. Hamama, Dean of Faculty of Humanities, University of Brawijaya, Professor Zuliati and her team from the Teacher Educator Enabling Fund, Dean Lecturers of English Education Department of Universitas Brawijaya, Dimma Awards judges, our panel members, and my respected participants. On behalf of the British Council, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to TEFLIN, especially the regional of East Java, with LP Surabaya, who have been delivering this great program. So, for those who are not familiar with the British Council, I hope you all are. And so, British Council is the UK's international organization for education opportunities. So we work in arts, education, and English language. As you can see from my virtual background, so this year is the 75 years anniversary of British Council in Indonesia. So we've been here since 1948, supporting cultural relations between the UK and Indonesia. Specifically, I'm representing English programs teams. So we work with key stakeholders such as government, teacher association like TEFLIN, higher education institutions like Universitas Brawijaya, teacher educators like Professor Zuliati and colleagues, and also all of you pre-service and in-service teachers. The mission is to support your professional development so that we can improve the quality of English language teaching, learning, and assessment in Indonesia. So one of the ways is by delivering a grant we call Teacher Educator Enabling Fund. So through this grant, we provided grant funding for about, sorry, let me continue. So through the Teacher Educator Enabling Fund, we provided grant to teacher educators in amount of £3,000. So there are 6 grantees, and Professor Zuliati and her team is one of the recipients of this first cycle. So Indonesia, this is the first time we rolled out this grant, and in this cycle, it's only in China and in Indonesia. So we are very lucky that we could deliver this grant in Indonesia. Through the series of webinars that you have been participating on digital multimodal literacy, I hope that you found the sessions useful to support your professional development. And I know that today we're going to have the virtual exhibitions of the materials that have been produced. And I would like to just have a quick check. Because the purpose of the Teacher Enabling Educator Enabling Fund is to extend to raise also awareness among all of you teacher and teacher educators about the free resources that British Council has to support teachers and teacher educators. If you could raise your hand, who knows or who have access British Council Teaching English website? Oh, I see a lot of hands coming up. Okay. I'm sure Professor Zuliati and her team have introduced the website during the webinar series the session. And hopefully you can keep using the websites. And just to inform you that this month, there is new MOOCs coming up with title on climate education, climate action in language education. Sorry. So this MOOCs specifically will help you and to introduce climate issues in your classroom, as we know that climate change is a global issue that we are currently facing, and all of us as English educators need also to take part in introducing this and then having this conversation with our teachers. So please visit. I'll put down the link to the website and also the link to register for the course, and hopefully you can also participate. So once more, I would like to congratulate everyone for your successful participations in the program, and um, best of luck with the exhibitions and the results of the multimodal literacy. Hopefully, we can showcase this later as well in our social media channel so that more teachers can also access the resources that you have produced, and will work collaboratively even more in the future to deliver such programs. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Mr. Buyung, for the informative and inspirative speech. For all of the educators, may this be beneficial for you. Now we will proceed to the next event, opening speech from the representative of TEFLIN to Professor Utami Widyati. The time and screen is yours.
Okay, thank you very much, Mbak Laras, Mbak Rani. Am I audible? Can you hear me? Yeah? Yes?
We can hear you.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Right, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good morning, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. The Honorable Dean of Fakultas Ilmu Budaya Universitas Brawijaya, Bu Dr. Hamama, representatives of LTIS Surabaya, and of course the representative of British Council, particularly from the English program, Bapak Buyung Sudrajat. Selamat pagi, Pak Buyung. Ya. Coordinator of TEFLIN Jawa Timur Chapter, Ibu Profesor Zuliati Rohma, and the honorable participants. Yeah. As the President of TEFLIN, I would like to extend my warm welcome to you all to this event, and I think this is to mark the end of the webinar series on digital multimodal literacy that have been organized by TEFLIN Jawa Timur chapter in collaboration with Universitas Brawijaya and LT Surabaya, supported by the British Council. So, Ibu Bapak, ladies and gentlemen, I think we are very proud of having this kind of event, and as has been explained by Pak Buyung, that this is really something prestigious, because this year it has been done only in Indonesia and China for the grant particularly. So I would like to personally extend my sincere gratitude and appreciation to TEFLIN Jawa Timur chapter for the productive and innovative activities. Ladies and gentlemen, Ibu Bapak, we know that the final goal of the webinar series that have been planned by the team was actually to train and supervise English teachers of secondary schools, including Islamic schools in Indonesia, to develop digital multimodal materials based on curriculum Merdeka principles. And I think today's virtual exhibition is a kind of outcomes of what have been planned and carried out so far. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take this opportunity then to thank all the mentors, the trainers, and also the judges, yeah, because this is a kind of providing or giving, offering awards. So I think they have been working very hard to select who will get the awards, yeah. Particularly for all the hard work, the willingness to share knowledge, experience, expertise in the field of digital multimodal literacies. So once again, congratulations to those who will get the awards, and all the participants who are going to enjoy and share the outcomes of this webinar series in the form of virtual exhibition. Once again, thank you very much. Big thanks to British Council for the continuous support to Teflin, and also special thanks for the coordinator of Teflin Jawa Timur chapter and the team who have been working very hard to make this event possible. Ladies and gentlemen, Ibu Bapak, distinguished guests, participants, I wish you all a very wonderful virtual exhibition. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Professor Utami, for your inspiring words and for setting the tone for today's event. Next, please allow me to invite Bu Hamama PhD, who is the Dean Faculty of Cultural Studies, to deliver the opening remark. To Bu Hamama PhD, the time is yours.
Thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, Bapak Ibu. First of all, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin that we can have this fruitful activity in this weekend. Even though this is weekend, we can still have very fruitful activity, academic activity. Yeah, I would like to extend my warm welcome to the President of Teflin, Professor Utami Widiati, and then the representative from British Council, Mr. Buyung Sudrajat, and then the Digital Multimodal Literacies Project team, Professor Zuliati, Rohma, and the team. And also, of course, a warm welcome to English teachers from all over Indonesia. Digital literacies, which includes digital multimodal competence, is one of the skills that educators must possess in an effort to integrate digital technology into teaching. Hence, this issue is also including as one of the core issues in our faculty strategic plan for research and community services. So this funding that is provided by the British Council is supporting the efforts that that we make in our strategic plan. So for that, I would like to extend our gratitude for the support from the British Council through the English Connects, English Connect Teacher Educator Fund, and then also Teflin East Java chapter, and also, of course, Teflin to support this activity, this project. And then also to our teaching staff, Prof. Zuliati Rohma, Ibu Dian Inayati, and Ibu Dian Novita Dewi, who are the team members of this project, who have successfully organized the whole series of activities in mentoring and developing digital multimodal literacies for English teachers throughout Indonesia. The series of activities began with a 2-day webinar, which aims to introduce and build awareness of the importance of digital multimodal literacies and how teachers can utilize digital tools to develop digital multimodal literacies. The next activity was a 5-session small group mentoring program in which teachers were given intensive guidance and assistance in developing digital multimodal materials. The highlight of the project is today's activity, which is the Digital Multimodal Material Awards or Dimma Awards, that is being held as an expression of appreciations of the success of the teachers in developing and implementing digital multimodal materials in teaching. On behalf of the faculty, I thank you for all your participations and support in all the activities. We hope that this whole series of activities will provide new insights and improve the competence of the teachers in digital multimodal literacies. And then after that, hopefully the teachers can transfer the knowledge and skills to other teachers. We fully support similar activities on a different topic to be held in the future and reach more teachers throughout Indonesia. Thank you, and we are looking forward to seeing you all, teacher, at our future events. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Bu Hamama, for enlightening us about digital multimodal literacy. Now we will continue to the next event. We will commemorate this day by taking a picture. Therefore, I would like to invite all of the audiences to turn on their camera. We will take the picture in the count of 3. Please prepare your best smile. 1, 2, 3. All right, once again, please. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. We will now continue to the next event. But before that, I would like to invite all of the audiences to fill in the pre-survey link that can be accessed in the chat box. We will give you a few minutes to fill in the pre-survey and attendance link.
Lah, enak. Ya, tapi aku santai aja anjen aku.
Thank you for filling in the pre-survey link. We will now proceed to the next main event, the virtual exhibition. In today's virtual exhibition, we will have a guide that will guide us through the exhibition. I will invite Ma'am Dian Novita Dewi as the guide for today's virtual exhibition.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Bapak dan Ibu. How are you today? So welcome to the virtual exhibition. So here we are going to show you the wonderful projects done by the English teachers all over Indonesia that submit to our teams. And the products are categorized into 2, instructional video and instructional materials. So let's go through to the first. Okay, so for the first product, we will see the beautiful video, the beautiful product from Ibu Umroh SPD from MTSN Kota Pasuruan with the title Teaching Recount Text with Pear Deck. Okay, then from SMAN Taruna Nala, Jawa Timur, entitled Learning Narrative Stories Using Pear Deck. Okay.
All right, it seems like Ma'am Dian Novita is having a technical issue. Let's continue to the next video. This is by Ms. Nifatul Aula from SMKN 4 Bondowoso, entitled The Implementation of Multimodal Literacy. Wow, it's very unique. There's a lot of colors. Okay, let's continue to the next creation by Ma'am Dian Indrianis Fitri from MTS Wahid Hashim 2 Dau Malang. Okay, wow. Next, we have a video from, okay. Next video is from Miss Anis, teacher Anis. This is about teaching about label using multimodal media. She used Perdeck and quizzes, and she is from SMP Negeri 19 Surakarta. We can see there's a lot of variety of picture that teacher Anis used here. Okay, the next one is also very creative from Mr. Abdul Muib SPD from SMP YPFDP Kota Bontang. All right, for all of the audiences, you can also access the digital multimodal video that have been submitted by our amazing teachers in Dimma by clicking on the link that is also provided on the chat box by the committee. You can also scan the following barcode in your screen to get into art steps for the virtual exhibition. All right, we will now proceed to the next exhibition. So this one is for the instructional video category for the competition. We also have another category, the instructional material competition. Okay, we are leaving the instructional video room. We can see a lot of variety that the teachers have used. This one is from Mr. Sihabudin from MTSN 3 Mataram. This instructional material is about expression of agreement and disagreement. And as we can see here, he used Perdeck. It is one of the applications that we introduced during the 2-day webinars. And then we also have another teacher that used Perdeck. This is from Miss Rida Afrilia Santi from SMAN Tarunanala, Jawa Timur, Malang. She is talking about narrative text. So this material will focus on narrative text. The next digital multimodal material is from Ibu Nifatul Aula, that is about advertisement. And Miss Nifatul Aula is from SMKN 4 Bondowoso. And as we can see here, she also used Perdeck. For teachers that are interested to use Perdeck, we have the material from the expert in our YouTube channel, English Teacher Today. Okay, next we have another instructional material from Ms. Indrayani Arisulastri SPD from SMP Negeri 2 Amlapura, Karangasem. So this material is about hobbies, and this material also used Perdeck as the application for the multimodal material. Let's see the next material. Okay, we have another Perdeck users. This one is for 7th graders, and the material is simple present tense. And this is from Miss Dian Indrianis Fitri from MTS Wahid Hashim 2 Dau Malang. You can see she used a lot of colors here. Very interesting. Okay, the next one is descriptive text from Miss Askia Rostiana Rahman from SMP IT Anak Soleh Mataram. And this material is about descriptive text for junior high school. Okay, let's see the other material. Okay, also using Pear Deck, Miss Ani Sulistiani Tias from SMP Negeri 19 Surakarta. This material is about labels, and she utilized a lot of Pear Deck features in this material. Okay, let's continue to the next material. This one is a PowerPoint presentation about guessing the food from Mr. Abdul Muid from SMP YPF DP Bontang. And the topic of this material is procedure text. Very interesting. Next, please. Okay. This one is about recontext. And this material is made by Miss Umroh SPD from MTS Negeri Kota Pasuruan. And the topic is recontext. As we can see here, she utilized a lot of Pear Deck feature. And there's a lot of colors and picture that she used for this material. Okay, I think that is the end. Or is there more? Okay, audiences, you can also access this virtual exhibition by yourself in your device by accessing the link given in the chat box, or you can also scan the barcode that is in your screen. This exhibition are able to be accessed anytime. So whenever you need inspiration for your material, you can also check our YouTube channel, or you can check the Arts tab link that the committee has given in the chat box. Okay, now that we have seen all of the instructional material and instructional video from the Dimma participant, can you guys comment down in the chat box which one is your favorite material? I want to ask Rani. Rani, so which one is your favorite video?
Honestly, it's pretty hard to pick. All of them are really good, I have to admit, and most of them are using Fire Deck, which I admire so much. I really love using Fire Deck as well. What do you think, Alara?
I totally agree with you. All of them use different kind of feature, and it's hard to choose the best one because all of them are good, right?
I know, yeah.
But don't worry, we have the judges that will judge all of the instructional video and materials. Okay, we see from Miss Nur Hikmah, her favorite material is recount text from Miss Umrah. Yeah, it's so colorful. If I was your student, I will be so glad to receive material from you. And multimedia, okay. I don't remember which one is multimedia, but yeah, all of it are good. Okay, other participant, which one is your favorite material? Can you tell us in the chat box? Okay, I think most of the participants use Pear Deck for this competition.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Okay. Okay then. I think we can continue to the next event that we all have been waiting for, the announcement of Dimma Awards. But before that, let's get to know the judges for Dimma Awards. Okay, let's see. Who is able to judge all of these good materials, right? It must be so hard.
Yeah, it's a tricky decision, I think.
Okay, let's see. Who is the judge of Digital Multimodal Material Awards? Do you know, Rani?
No, I actually have no idea.
Okay,
Can you
then.
tell me?
I will introduce you to the judge of Digital Multimodal Material Awards, starting from the first category, the video competition. So, as you can see here, the first judges is Ma'am Dian Novita Dewi SPD MLE. She is a lecturer in the English department at Universitas Brawijaya Indonesia since 2016. Therefore, she have a lot of experience. And she also have experience in manager of training and development at Brawijaya Language Center. And her specialization is focusing on TEFL or TESOL, language skills development, curriculum design, and instructional technology integration. Wow, very expert, yeah. Okay, not only that, she has also published a lot of research in the internet application for teaching at the higher educational level in the Indonesian context. And then barriers faced by EABL teachers in using internet application at the university level. Not only that, she is also interested in researching enhancing English poetry comprehension through visual arts and also developing a content-based syllabus for the study program of anthropology. Okay, so I think Ma'am Dianovita will have a hard time to judge all of this good video alone, right?
Yeah, I figured so.
So
So I think it's best to be just the next judge of the Instructional Video Awards, which is Ibu Sakti Wahyuni MPD. She's a teacher at Sekolah Khusus Keolaragawan Internasional or SKOI is Kalimantan, Indonesia. She's also a Pearson Indonesian English trainer, an English instructor at the Language Center of UINSI or Universitas Islam Negeri Sultan Haji Muhammad Idris Samarinda. She is also the member of English Curriculum Development of junior high schools in Samarinda. So Mrs. Safitri Wahyuni has a master's degree in English education at Mula Warman University, Indonesia. She's also a joiner Fulbright DAI-ILEP program in the College of St. Rose Albany, NY, USA. She's also a joiner TESOL and Research Development program at the University of Adelaide, Australia. So those are the judges for the Instructional Video Award, right, Kara? So who's next on the next category? Who are the judges?
okay, so we have seen the amazing woman, and now we also have the judges from instructional material. This is also Ma'am Dian Inayati. She is also a lecturer in the English department at Universitas Brawijaya Indonesia, and she is the leader in creating Literate, a mobile learning application designed to facilitate literacy learning, particularly for deaf or hard of hearing learners. Not only that, she is also a teacher training project granted by the British Council, focusing on training and guiding English teachers at secondary school in Indonesia in developing digital multimodal materials for English language learning. She is also a bachelor degree from English language teaching from Universitas Negeri Malang, and she received the master degree of TESOL from the University of Sydney. And she's interested in researching digital literacy, ICT integration, and linguistics. Therefore, she is very experienced in the field of instructional material. Okay, she also have experience in workshop and training, including technology integration, some of which are workshop on the design of massive open courses hosted by competency of the Erasmus Plus project. And then using educational technology in the English language classroom, hosted by the Online Professional English Network, or OPEN, of the U.S. Department of State and Iowa State University.
Okay, so the next judge from the Instructional Material Award category is Mr. Muhammad Shaifuddin, PhD. He is a lecturer and teacher trainer in the Department of English Language Teacher Education of UIN Sunan Ampel University in Indonesia. He is also a member of board of the assessors for an educational independent accreditation agency in Indonesia, and also he is a reviewer in some national and international journal publications. His research interest is based on the computer-assisted language learning, or CALL area, and the technology integration in the classroom instruction. So now that we have known the amazing judges of the Dimma Awards, the moment we've all been waiting for has finally arrived. It's time to announce the winner of the Instructional Video and Instructional Material competition. Before we do so, I would like to take a moment to thank all the participating teachers for their hard work and dedication. Each and every one of you did an excellent job, and we appreciate your efforts. So let's hear for the winners of Dimma. What is the first category, Kak Lara?
Okay, so now we will announce from the first category, the instructional video competition. Aren't you all curious? Rani, can you guess
Very
who
curious.
is? Can you guess who is the winner?
I have no idea actually. Who is the third place in instructional video?
Okay, let's just jump into the announcement. So the third place in instructional video of Dimma is given to Ibu Nif atau Aula.
Congratulations to you.
Okay, where is Bu Nif atau Aula? Is she here? Okay then. Okay, let's see who is the second winner. The second place in instructional video of Dimma is given to, drum roll please, Ibu Indiani Arisulastri SPD.
Congratulations.
Okay, so Ibu Indriani is from SMP Negeri 2 Amlapura, and she is the second place of instructional video. Very inspiring. Okay, now that we have known the third winner and the second winner, who will be the first winner? The first place in instructional video of Dimma is given to Okay. So the first winner is Ibu Umroh from MTS Negeri Kota Pasuruan. Wow. Congratulations for all of the winner. It must be so awesome to be such an inspiring woman. Okay. Now I would like to invite the three winner, Ibu Umroh, Ibu Anis, and also Ibu Nifatul Aula to take a picture together with the certificate. Starting from the first winner, Ibu Umroh. I would like to also invite Professor Zuliati to take a picture together with the first winner.
Congratulations, Ibu Umroh. Hopefully it will be beneficial. The skills and knowledge that you get will be beneficial for your students, not only for you, and also maybe for your colleagues too. And also Ibu Nif'a, congratulations. And the next one, Ibu Indrayani, congratulations. Ibu Indrayani, where are you?
Okay, Bu, thank you so much.
Oh, okay, congratulations.
Excited.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Okay, Ibu Indrayani, I would like to invite you to turn on your camera as we are going to take a picture together. Please prepare your best poses. We will start with the first winner, Ibu Umroh. Let's take a picture together. Okay, I will count on the count of three. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, very beautiful. Okay, next we are going to proceed to the second winner, Ibu Indrayani. Prepare your best poses. Okay, I will count to 3. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, next is Ibu Nifatul. Please prepare your poses. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, smile. All right. Next, we are going to take a picture of all of the winners and Ibu Suliati. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. It's so good seeing all of this inspiring and beautiful women winning the instructional video competition. Congratulations for all of the winner. I would like to inform all of the winner to contact their mentors for issuing the rewards. Let's give a virtual applause for all of the winners. Okay, now let's hear the testimonial and feedback. Maybe you can tell us the journey of making the materials, starting from the first winner, Ibu Umroh. How is like to become the winner?
Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Mbak Laras. Actually, I do not believe if I am the first winner because Mbak Laras know that what the main point I joined this program is I just want to add my insight about what multimodal literacy, because nowadays multimodal literacy is grown up and I have to I have to improve myself, because if I do not do that, I will be a loser maybe, because all of my students, although in the secondary level, but they are very great in digital. So I have to more than them. That is my first motivation, and really I do not believe this because I just do what Mbak Laras what mentor, yeah, as a mentor give me suggestion, and I try to revise, and finally I try to collect it, and I do not think about I will be the winner or not. Just this is my experience, and I have to apply in my classroom, and I think all of my students are very motivated, yeah, when I try to apply this kind of learning. So I am really happy to be here. Thank you to Professor Giuliati. Thank you for Mbak Laras and also all the committee. I am really happy and I'm really surprised actually. I think that's all, Mbak Laras. Is it enough?
Yeah, thank you very much, Bumrah, for sharing with us. Okay, now let's hear from the second winner, Ibu Indrayani. How is it like to be the winner? Can you give us some testimonials or sharing of how you create the instructional video that became so good? Okay, time is yours.
Okay, first of all, it was really surprising for me because nggak menyangka ya gue ya, oh my god. Actually, when I did the material, it is so challenging. Uh, I really want to make my classroom to be effective and meaningful, and I am looking for any materials and method. I try any methods, and when I find this method, finally a multimodal digital literacy, and it is so interesting and effective on my class, so that uh, yeah, it surprised to my students, it surprised me. Okay, and by designing and implementing teaching learning activity using this differentiated multimodal tool, my classroom, which is the previous one is not really active, began to be fun. And my principle is that the first one is teacher should be happy. If teacher happy and fun, and the student will be happy. Okay, I think enough. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bu Indrayani. I totally agree with you. If my teacher is happy, I will be so happy too. Right, Rani?
Right, I fully agree on that.
Okay, now let's hear from the third winner, Ibu Nip Atul. Can you share with us your testimonials and how is your journey while making the instructional video?
Okay, first of all, I would like to say thank you very much to the committee and also Mbak Laras, Bapak Ibu, and all of the great teachers participating in this event. Um, for the first time I joined this, this is really challenging for me, and in the process of making the video and also implementing the multimodal, this is also challenging. And in the teacher and learning process, I agree with Bu Ari that the first teacher should be happy and the student will be happy. So I would like to make the atmosphere of the classroom is very happy. So the learning activity will give them a chance to be happy and get the knowledge and the learning instructional and the learning purpose as like what we expect. This is very, very great activity, Mbak Laras, and hopefully next time I can join and be better again, and also can implement everything that I have learned through this activity. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ibu Nifato. It is such a wonderful experience to meet these wonderful teachers from all over Indonesia. Once again, congratulations, and let's give a virtual applause for all of the winners of instructional video. Congratulations, Ibu Nifato, Ibu Indrani, and Ibu Umrah. Okay, now let's continue to the next announcement that we have been waiting for. I would like to invite Ibu Dian from British Council to announce the winner of instructional materials.
Thank you very much, Laras and team. So, good morning, Bapak Ibu. My name is Dian from British Council Indonesia on behalf of the English programs team and also British Council. I will be here to announce the winners of instructional material. So, we'll start with the third place of instructional material. And who will this be given to? Let's see. Okay, so the winner is, so congratulations, Pak Brumit. Are you here? Okay, so congratulations, Pak Brumit, for winning the third place in instructional material of Dimma. So let's move on now to the next one. We'll now know who was the second place winner. So the second place in instructional material of Dimma is given to So, Ibu Anis Suliastining Tias. The winner of the second place in instructional material of Dima. Congratulations, and I hope you're. Okay, so now let's move on to the big announcement, the first place. So the first place in instructional material of Dima is given to congratulations. Congratulations for Ibu Rida Afrilia Santi as the first place winner in instructional material of Dima. So congratulations for all the winners, and maybe we can see them as well. Ibu Anis, Bapak Abdul, and also Ibu Rida. And maybe they can also give some remarks in this case. So let me return this to the committee to lead this part. So congratulations again to all the winners.
Thank you, Budian, and also congratulations for all the winners. For the winners, I would like to invite you to take a picture with Ibu Dian, of starting from Ibu Rida. Ibu Rida is Ibu Rida here? Also, seems like Burida is not here. Let's move on to the second winner, Ibu Anis. Ibu Anis, are you here? Okay. Bu Anis and Budian, let's take a picture together with the certificate. Cameras ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, very good. Next, we'll move on to Bapak Abdul Muid as the third winner. Abdul, okay, let's start. 1, 2, 3. Okay, very good. For the winners, I invite you to. Oh, it seems like for the first winner, we will be represented by Mrs. Tian Inayati. Okay, let's take a picture together. 1, 2, 3. Okay, very good. Congratulations to all the winners. I invite you to please contact your assistant mentor for further instruction. Okay, let's ask the winners for the impressions of how does it feel like to being a winner. Let's start with Ibu Anis. Hello, Ibu Anis. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Sorry.
how does it? Yeah, we can hear you. How does it feel like being a winner? How is your journey on creating the material that eventually became the second winner of the instructional material?
Okay. First of all, I want to thanks to everybody for the opportunity in this uh, mentoring and also the seminar, and it's very useful and enjoyable. We can have the new information and new uh, experiences in teaching using the uh, many kinds of media. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Bu Anis, for the testimonials, and also congratulations again. Okay, let's move
Thank
on
you.
to Bapak Abdul. We want to hear your testimonials about
Okay.
how does it feel like being a winner.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm deeply honored and grateful to have received these awards, and I think my journey was what is it? Yeah, I think it's yeah. I cannot say a word, but this recognition is not just a personal achievement, but also it's kind of incredible team and support from Professor Professor I forget the name, and Professor and Mr. Dio, and I'm really happy to be mentored by them. And yeah, thank you for once again for British Council for holding this event. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bapak Abdul Muid. Now let's invite Budian and all the winners for this category to take a picture together. Yeah. For the comedy, please pin the winners. Okay, cameras ready. 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you so much and congratulations again to Anis and Pak Muid. Okay, now that we know all the winners from the videos and material award, Kalaras, aren't you curious about how is the work of the first winner from the video category? Aren't you curious about how good is it that it's going to be the first winner?
Of course, since in the exhibition we only have screenshot, I am really curious about how good.
Right, me too. Let's watch it all together, shall we?
Sure, let's watch it out together.
How absent today. Now, this is our meeting. We will still talk about the context. Yeah. Now, please open your handphone. Do you bring your handphone? Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay. I have sent a link to all of you. A link. Yeah. There is a clear text link here. Please open it. Okay. Done. Sudah. Very good. Now, we will see in the screen. Yeah. Yeah. Is it the same? The screen and also your handphone? Yes. Yeah. Okay, very good. Now, yes. The first question. Yes. Same word about recount. Oh, yes. The story experience. Yeah. Is there any response? Ada lagi responnya? Tidak ada. Okay. Recount text is a text that tell us about past experience. Ya, menceritakan kejadian di masa lalu. It can be experience, history, apa lagi tadi? Biografi ya. Okay. Now we will continue our next slide. Go to the second slide. What is purpose of recount? Now, please choose. Yeah. Which one is the right purpose of the context? Yeah. The purpose of the context is to tell an event. Very good. Slide 3 ya? Yes. Slide 3, let us see. Almost. So, okay. Now we are going on to slide 2. What order of event in the context? Do you still remember? Oh, there is beginning, middle, and end. You have to put it in order. You know? Very good. We will see again. Now this one. Do you know what I mean here? Notes ya. You can see notes. Put the right to be. Letakkan to be yang benar. Ya. Ada to be I, B, C, A. Which to be do you use? Word apa verb? Ada triangle. Ada triangle, ada segitiga, and star. This one. Draw the line. The right irregular verb. Kasih garis pada irregular verb yang benar. Contoh, join akan menjadi joiner. Very good. And you can continue. Okay, very good. Let us see. You practice writing. Our topic is Independence Day. Yeah. Okay. Before you write Independence Day, I would like to share my story. This one. Yeah. This is my writing about celebrating Scott Day. I have 6 pictures here. Yeah. The first picture is orientation. Yeah. And the second picture is event 1. Yeah. Ada event 2, event 3, event 4, and the last one is command or reorientation. Akhir cerita bagaimana. Okay? You will make like this. Do you get the point? Yes. Okay, very good. Now, open your WhatsApp. I have sent a link of Canva. Yeah. Scroll your WhatsApp. I have sent this one, yeah. The example of storyboard. Yeah. There are 6 pictures here. Yeah. You will make it like this. Yeah. After you make it, yeah. I give you the link and you click the link, ya. Write your storyboard, find your template. Kemudian you have to know our theme is celebrating Independence Day. Jadi harus menceritakan apa namanya? Hari Kemerdekaan Indonesia. I am sure that all of you have experience about many kind of competition. For example, balap karung, right? Ya. Kemudian makan kerupuk ada tambang, tarik tambang, and many other competition. Yeah. Now you have to put your picture any comment to your friend's storyboard. Type storyboard. Storyboard. Okay? And then click enter. Sorry ya. Kurang apa nih? Sorry. This one ya. Nah, this one. Okay. Nah, there are many templates in storyboard. Yeah. You can choose which one do you like. Have you prepared your picture? Sudah disiapkan gambar-gambarnya? Insya Allah. Okay, very good. Now, for example, I want to choose which one ya? I like this one. Mana tadi contohnya? So I choose this one. Yeah. You can change the picture. Yeah. You can change the picture, and after that, you can type your story. Yeah. Ganti gambarnya, and then ditulis cerita kalian berdasarkan gambarnya. Okay, everybody, this is our meeting. Yeah, our time is up. So before I close our meeting today, please see the feedback again. Lihat feedbacknya again on slide 11. Slide 11 like this. Okay. Now please write what is the difficulty in our learning today. What is the difficulty? Apa kesulitannya? Yeah. Okay. I want to know what is your response. Okay, what is your difficulty in our lesson? Difficulty kesulitannya di mana? Ada kesulitan? Tidak ada? No? Is it clear? Jelas? Okay, very good. Now we will go to the last slide. What is the favorite thing in our learning today? Hal yang favorit di pelajaran hari ini apa? What is the favorite thing? So, what are you feeling today? Perasaanmu bagaimana? I'm very happy. How about you, Goldie? Are you happy? Yes. Very good. Okay. Now, before we close our meeting, let's say hamdalah together. Alhamdulillah. Okay, thank you all. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wow. Okay, very amazing, Bu Umroh. Very enthusiastic, and I think the lesson is carry up very pretty organized. And as we can hear from the students, she is very happy. Not only very happy, but very happy. It must be so exciting having Bu Umroh as the teacher. For your information to all of the audiences, you can access Bu Umroh and other participants' video on our virtual exhibition link that has been sent by the committee previously. Okay, Rani, what do you think about Bu Umroh's teaching performance?
I think no wonder Bu Umrah got the first place in the instructional video. It's very good. The way Bu Umrah teaches, it sounds very interactive and engaging. No wonder the students are very happy from her teaching.
Okay, since we also have future teacher here, we have students from Universitas Brawijaya. We hope that you can learn from Bu Umroh's performance, and also we will play the first winner of digital multimodal material competition. Commenties, are the video ready? Okay, we will now watch Bu Rida's presentation regarding her multimodal material.
Yes, thank you. I'm so sorry, Bapak Ibu, because I got short throat. So, yeah, I'm so sorry if I cannot speak very clear, but I hope that you can still catch what I'm presenting. Okay, well, let me introduce myself. My name is Rida Afrilia Santi. I teach English at SMA Negeri Taruna Nala, Jawa Timur in Malang. And I would like to thank to Bu Dian Inayati for introducing me to Peer Deck, because this is the first time for me to get to know Peer Deck and try to use it. And I really got really fun of it, and it's really easy to use. Let me share what I have already tried to make in Peer Deck. Can you see my Peer Deck slide? And Bapak Ibu, if you would like to join the class, this presentation, you can just click the link that I have already provided in the chat box. So, well, I made these materials for 10th grade students for narrative text. And I start my lesson by asking my students conditions, or yeah, I just say hello students. I greet my students and say, how are you today? Ibu Bapak, how are you today? You can directly respond. Does it work? To be honest, I haven't tried this Peer Deck, so I will be very happy if you can join and also give response. Wow, okay, thank you. So you're happy today. Okay. Then I will introduce my students about the activity that I will have with them. So let's learn about narrative text. And because I teach in 10th grade, I assume that they have already familiar with narrative text previously. That's why, for that reason, for in the next slide, I provide them with kind of warm up that is quite familiar for them. But before having them with the warm up, okay, I show them the learning objective. I'm so sorry, maybe the internet connection is a bit bad. Can you see the learning objective in your side, Bapak Ibu?
Yes, we can, Bu Irida.
Yeah, thank you. It's still loading in my side. So, well, here there are 3 learning objectives. By the end of the teaching and learning session here, I would like my students to know how to read and identify communicative purpose, language features, and structures of narrative text correctly. And I want them to find the information from narrative text by answering questions correctly. And then at the end, I want them to be able to retell a narrative story in a written form using correct text structure, language features, and punctuations. And why here in the objectives, I also provide some responses here because as I previously mentioned, I assume that my students have already familiar with narrative story in their junior high school. So I would like to know whether are you already familiar with the purpose of narrative text, or are you already familiar with the first learning objective, or the second learning objective, or the third learning objective? So I want my students to respond. Then I when they said that, okay, yeah, Budian said a bit, okay, then I will ask more. So what do you know about it? Then I will invite my students to have a kind of discussion. So I won't repeat the same thing, because I don't want my students to be kind of bored, and I want them to get engaged in the lesson. Then as I introduce to the learning objective, I invite them to have a kind of warm-up activities. I ask them to cross out the ones that don't belong to narrative story here. Then I will invite them to have a discussion as well. Why don't you check biography? Why biography is not doesn't belong to narrative text? Then I will invite them to give their explanations. By having their argumentations and we have discussions, I will know more about my students' understanding. So it's also kind of diagnostic assessment before we move to the next activities. Then to motivate the students, I have another slide. So now, are you ready to learn? Then, yeah, okay. Again, then I move to another slides. This one is the introductions to the story that we will discuss in that meeting. So what can you tell from the picture? What do you have in the picture and what do you think in the picture? Is there any of you would like to respond? So what do you see in the pictures and what can you tell? What can you tell from the pictures? We have a woman there and we also have is a bull, I guess. So what do you think? Can you guess what kind of story that we will have later on that we will read? Yeah, a buffalo is talking to the lady. Yeah, okay. There are a woman and a bull. Yeah, okay. Can you guess? Have you ever heard a story between a woman and also a bull before? No? Okay.
Not really.
Yeah. Okay. Well, actually, we are at the same boat because this is also the first time for me to have and read this story. Because this story is from somewhere else, not from Indonesia. So let's have a look later. Yeah. So here is actually the same thing. I invite the students to kind of make predictions. I want you to make predictions, what kind of story that we will have. And later, I want you to check whether your prediction is, whether you can get a correct predictions about the story or not. Okay, can you predict? Will we have a kind of happy ending story? Will we have a sad ending story? Is the story about a heroic story, or is it about a legend or a myth or something that is scary? Can you guess it? So you can make different predictions and write down your answer on that slide. Okay, and Bapak Ibu, well, because I teach in SMA, so I think I'm open to have a kind of discussions, and yeah, I will encourage my students to talk more about it. Then, okay, before we read the story, I want you to understand the keywords that you may find in the story. You have different vocabularies here. We have grown, venture, semanap, strikers. Can you match up that vocabulary with the definitions? You can draw a line. Okay, nice. Maybe you can also select other color, so it can be more clear. It can be clearer. Grown, make deep in articulate. Okay, nice, awesome. Okay, how venture, go for, and then bring back. How about semanap? Abandon, stagger, nurture, fetch. Can you find the definition? Okay, in this slide, I will also invite my students to practice using the words into a sentence. So I may pick one or two students to make a sentence. Okay, can someone make a sentence using grown? Then I will invite them to either write their sentence or they just say it. Then we will have a more discussion about it, whether they can already understand the words or not. Then after that, I will invite the students to visit the link because the text is quite long. So I invite the student to just click the link and the link will direct them to the story. Can you click the link, Ibu Bapak? Can you find the story over there?
Yes, I can.
Okay, nice. Okay, so then I will invite my students to read along. What I plan to do is that I will give them some minutes to have a kind of silent reading. Then after that, I will invite them to read in turn. For example, it's like students A, can you please help me to read this part? Then we will have a quite quick discussions about this part. Then I will invite other students to read the the next part, then we will have another discussion about it. So we will have the same understanding about the text. Then after that, we let's move back to the peer text. Hold on a second. Okay, after I invite the students to read, then I want them to analyze the content of the text. I invite them to find out the setting. Can you find the setting of the story? Then they will write down here. Okay, it's in the forest. Then other students can also write down their answer. Then we will have discussions. Why I provide this kind of story map? Because I want my students to answer the first learning objective, in which they have to understand the structure of the story and the generic features of the story. So I invite the students to analyze and evaluate different part of the text. And as the students have already fill in the story map, I invite them to have further discussions about the generic structure. In story map, we do not really group them into this one is orientation, this one is problem, this one is reorientations. So I have this slide. I don't want to directly explain, okay, orientation is something that explain about the introduce about the story, about the setting, about the characters, things like that. But I want my students to find out by themselves. That's why I provide them this slide. I inquire them, what do you find at the beginning of the story? Then they have to go back to the story, and they will say, okay, I have the setting, and then I have the characters of the story, and so on and so forth. Then at the end, I will direct them to make a kind of conclusion. So at the beginning of the story, we have to introduce the readers about the setting, about the characters, about the atmosphere of the story to lead the readers into the story, and we call them as orientations. Then what do you have in the middle of the story? And they will say, okay, we have problems. What kind of problem that you have? And things like that. And I will lead them to have a kind of conclusion. So in the middle of narrative story, we have problems. We also have climax, in which the problems may raise, and the main characters have to find solutions to deal with the problems. Then I will invite them to think about what do you have at the end of the story, whether the characters can finally solve the problems, whether is it happy ending, whether is it sad ending, whether it's kind of no ending at all. So it's kind of questioning. So I invite the students to conclude that we have resolution part as well in the narrative text. Then here, this slide is actually conclusions for the students. I want them to have this as a conclusions, and they can also note down in their notebook. So what is narrative text? After reading the story about a girl or woman and also a bull, what can you conclude? What is narrative text actually? And they may argue, they may state their opinion about narrative text, and we can have a kind of conclusions. A text that amuse. Okay, then we can we invite the students to make a kind of conclusion like that. And why do you think that we need to learn about narrative text? Why do we read a story? Then I invite the students to find the benefits of reading story, reading narrative text. So they do not only learn because they have to, but they learn because they need to. That's why I give this question. So I want them to find out why it's urgent for them to learn this text. Then what elements we actually have already discussed it previously in the in the 11 and 10 slide. So I direct the students to make a kind of conclusion. So the element of narrative text is our orientations, then problems, then reorientation. We also have coda at the end. for some text. Then we have further discussion about it. How about the language features? In order to answer this, I will invite my students to move back to the story, and I want them to have a look on the what's that, the characteristic of the verbs and adjectives, things like that, and I will direct them to make a kind of conclusions. Like in narrative text, we use past tense. We also use a lot of noun and also adjectives to give an overview about the characters. So we will have kind of deep discussions about this part. Then, because I don't want my students to work only individually, I will also invite them to work as a group. I invite them to click the link, and we will divide the class into 5 groups. I usually have a kind of attendance list in class, then I will call out. So I didn't check their attendance in the beginning, but I instead I also check their attendance in this part. Then I will spin the wheels. Then, okay, for example, Ani, okay, yeah, you belong to group 4. Yeah, and then we invite them to be in a group 4, and then and so on and so forth. So I group them while also I check their attendance. Then as they are within a group, I invite them to work in a with that group to read and understand this story. Then I want them to answer these questions and have discussions with their group. Then at the end of the discussions, we will also have a small discussion within the group. We also have kind of big group discussions with the whole class to check their understanding about the text. And these slides, the 15th and also 16th slides, are actually meant to answer the second learning objective, in which I want my students to be able to describe and also analyze the detailed informations within a text. I know that one text is not enough, may not enough to achieve this learning objective, but yeah, because it's just kind of teaching what's that, presentation, so I just put one text, but in fact I will provide more than one text, so I can really answer whether or not my students can already achieve that learning objective. Then after I answer, my students are familiar with the detailed informations from the text that they read, I also invite them to map their story. Why I use this is actually as a scaffolding for them before they write a narrative text. So I want them to analyze and return back to the characteristic of narrative text, in which they have to have the setting, they have to have characters, they also have to provide problems and resolution, things like that. And this kind of mapping activities can help them to familiar with this kind of structure, so later on when they have to write their own narrative story, they are familiar with that. And after that, I will invite them to have individual work, and I want them to pick any narrative story. I know it's pretty hard for students to write a whole or an original narrative story, but somehow I invite them to think or recall about their favorite narrative story, and I want them to rewrite it using their own language, their own words. And I want them to start it by mapping their story. Then after they map their story, I invite them to develop their story into a good narrative text, and I want them to post their writing here. So I use Padlet. I will ask them to click that link. Then I will ask them to just copy their writing here and just post their writing here. Then I will invite them to provide feedback to each others by providing comment here, and then I want them to revise their work according to their friends' comment, and then repost their story here, and then we will display their story later on. And at the end of the class, I will invite them to reflect on the learning activities of the learning experience they have already joined. And for the informations, Bapak Ibu, well, this the whole materials are for 2 meetings. So I may have the writing part on the second meeting. I think that's all that I can share. I really appreciate for your comment and also suggestion for the betterment of these materials. Thank you. I give back to Mbak Agnia.
Okay, we have seen the amazing presentation of the material by Burida. Unfortunately, Burida isn't able to join us today, but she have presented the very amazing material. Now, I would like to hear the comments from one of the students from Universitas Brawijaya. As a future teachers, what do you think about this material? I would like to invite Egi Nur. Hi, Egi, are you there?
Yes, can you hear my voice?
Yes, you may proceed to your comment.
Okay, first, I think that's a bit of new thing for me because I've still never made media for learning appropriately, and I think that's a really good idea, and I think that students would be very excited to learn with that material, and even in some lecture, they are using project to teaching in the class, and I think that's a really effective for me, and it would be really good if I can implement it in the future when I'm going to be a teacher. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for the detailed comment. Now we want to hear from other participants. Now, since we have heard from the students, now let's hear from the teacher. Okay, Rani, who do you think we should choose to give comments and testimonials?
Okay, I think let's start with Bapak Sihabudin. Bapak Sihabudin, are you here? Oh, it seems like Bapak Sihabudin is not here. Let's move on to Ibu Sri Yuliati. Ibu, are you here, Ibu Sri?
Okay. We have comments in the chat box from Bunif Atul Aula. Very resourceful, Burida. I agree with you, Bunif Atul. It's a very resourceful presentation. Okay, since there's no teacher, we will proceed to the testimonial from the lecturer. Okay, Rani, do you know who to choose?
Yes, I know. Let's invite Ibu Iswayuni to give the comment from today's event. Ibu Iswayuni, are you here?
Okay, thank you very much, Rani. Is my voice clear
Yes,
for
ma'am.
everybody? Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you very much for today's event. I do appreciate, and it's very interesting, yeah, to join the event today. And actually, unfortunately, I didn't join the previous webinar, so that because of many things that happened. So, but the presentation, I do love the presentation, and I think it is very fruitful and useful for the students, for the pre-service students here, especially for those who are going to do their P4 program, because from the presentation we know that actually the steps conducted by Ibu, who said I'm so sorry, I just like the connection.
Ibu Rida.
Ibu Rida, yeah, thank you. We can see that uh, it has been what is it related to the steps, yeah. When we look at the steps, and uh, we can see that there is joint construction of the text or joint activity, and then the independent activities, the modeling also. It's very great, and it can be a very good example for the students before they do the teaching practice. And also not only that one, but in our related to our uh, course, that is instructional material development, and also IMT material. What is in our one of our course called the MT. So it can be also a kind of an idea. So how to develop materials and how to use technology in the classroom, so that they can apply, not only apply, but also develop, yeah, for their classes. Well, I do thanks Ibu Zuliati Rohma for inviting us, and also Budian Inayati, Budian Novita, and also uh, the other team members. So it will be good if we can share the link of the video, so that we can what is it use this one in our classroom, uh, for especially for the sorry, PM4, which is conduct micro teaching class before the students go to school. Yeah, thank you for inviting. And it's very inspiring. And thank you very much. Yeah, I think that's all.
Thank you very much, Waiswayuni, for the awesome comments and testimonial. We do agree that this event might be beneficial for future teachers, especially student of educational program. Therefore, I would like to invite one of the student of English education, Miss Fania Eka Maulidna, to present her comments and testimonials and her overall comments for this event. Miss Fania, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you for the uh, invitation. But mm, sorry, my connection is unstable. The reason I can't on cam in the today. So I wanna I get the a lot of knowledge and some what is it and some knowledge in today. So it is so inspired. It's so inspired by to students, and thank you for the and thank you. So just that. Sorry, I'm nervous.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Vania, for a very wonderful comment despite being nervous. Okay, since we have heard comments from students and also lecturers, we will continue the next event. We will hear the closing remark from Professor Zuliati Rohman. So Professor Zuliati Rohman, the time and screen is yours.
Okay, thank you very much, Laras. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin wa bihi nasta'in ala umuri dunya waddin. Shalatu wassalamu ala asyrofil anbiya wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Dean of Faculty of Cultural Studies, Ibu Dr. Hamama, President of TAFLIN, Professor Utami, Mr. Buyong Sudrajat, Ibu Dian Palumahuni from the British Council, TAFLIN East Java Chapter Team, Ibu Dr. Tayyiba, Dr. Hamama, and also Dr. S.T. Junining. LT Surabaya team, Ibu Iswahyuni as the head of a study program, English department, and also colleagues from the English language education study program, all participants. First of all, I'd like to thank the British Council for supporting this event. Without the support from the British Council in the form of funding, as well as materials provided in the British Council websites, this program will not run well. My gratitude also goes to TAFLIN for full support to the projects from the start till the end. I would like also to extend our gratitude to our colleagues in the English Education Study Program, led by Ibu Iswahyuni, TAFLIN East Java team, and also LT Surabaya team for their great collaboration during the project. And of course, for the core team members of this digital multimodal training project, Ibu Dian Ina, Ibu Dian Novita, as the facilitators and mentors of this program. Of course, I also would like to thank mentor assistants, Mbak Laras, Mbak Rani, Mas Deo, Agnia, and also Mas Jule. They are a great team assisting us in doing all the technical teams, including assisting teachers in applying the multimodal materials into multimodal text and using various applications. Some of the teachers, I think, really sported, get a good sport from all of you. Thank you very much for your dedication to this program. So these 5 team members are actually graduate students. Laras, Rani, Agnia are graduate students just starting this year. Deo and Jule's last, I think this is the last semester. They are in undergraduate level. So hopefully it will also kind of giving you experience in collaborating with teachers. And also the team of judges, Ibu Safitri, Bapak Dr. Muhammad Saifuddin, in addition to Ibu Dianov and Ibu Dian Ina, I would like also to express my gratitude and thanks for your contributions to this program. And of course, I'd like to congratulate all of the winners in this event. Ibu Rida Afrilia Santi from SMA Taruna Nala, Jawa Timur, and then Ibu Ani Sulistianing Tias from SMA Negeri 19, Surakarta, and then we have Bapak Abdul Muid from SMP YPVDP Pontang, I think far away from East Java. And then Ibu Umroh from Pasuruan, Ibu Indrayani from Amlapura, Bali, and Ibu Nif'a from Bondowoso. So we have actually this program joined by teachers from all over Indonesia. From the east, we have also participants from Papua. We also have participants from Padang. Hopefully, at the end of this month, we are going to Padang and hopefully we'll meet other groups of teachers in Padang. Last but not least, to all participants of the programs, teachers from all over Indonesia, congratulations. You have finished joining all the programs of digital multimodal training. I hope the knowledge and skills you obtain from this program will not only be beneficial for you, but also for your students. And I also hope that you can spread the skills and knowledge to your colleagues. And for students of Brawijaya that we invited today to join us, I hope you get some insights of the use of multimodal text for EFL learning, and hopefully it would be beneficial for your journey as novice teachers. Hopefully you will be also successful in the future teaching. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Professor Zuliati, for very awesome closing remarks. Unfortunately, that is the end of our event today. But before leaving the Zoom meeting, please fill in the exit survey and attendance list that will be sent in the chat box by the committee. We will give you a few minutes to fill in the attendance form. Okay, while waiting for the link, I would like to inform all of the audiences, whether it is students and teachers, that you can access all of the materials by the participants in the link that is given previously by the committee. You can also access all of the recordings starting from today's webinar until the mentoring session, and even today's event will also be uploaded to our YouTube channel, English Teacher Today. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for future events. Okay, as we see in the chat box, we have the link for the multimodal material, and then you can also access the explanation from the experts in our YouTube channel, and also the recording for all mentoring sessions. And you can also access the virtual exhibition in your own device anytime that you need, maybe for your inspiration when you want to teach, or when you need material for the same topic that the other teachers are doing. Okay, please do let us know if you have finished the post survey and the attendance. All right, that is the end of today's event. On behalf of the other committee, I would like to express my gratitude for all of the audiences and the guests that have attended this event. May you all have a great day. And before we close the event, me and Rani have a pantun for all of you. Okay, Rani, are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Okay, let me start. Taking a trip to Bali. Looking at the sky, it's so pretty.
We, the MC Laras and Tani, see you in another opportunity.
Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Have a great day.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Thank you so much.
Topik pelatihan pembuatan multimedia interaktif berbasis teknologi.
Saran saya lebih baik juga ditulis juga. Look, it may not be enough if only watching and taking notes. You may need to practice it ya.
Di modal ya. Jadi di sini saya sifatnya tidak mengajari, tidak apa yang kita sharing aja pada ibu ya. Mungkin
bagian labnya diberikan bersama-sama dari segi contoh, kemudian berlatih pelan-pelan dengan tumpang.
Oh, maaf ya, kalau tadi nunggu lama, soalnya zoomnya masih nunggu.
Gak apa-apa, saya perjalanan paling
sharing dapat dihubungi di grup WhatsApp Bapak Ibu ya.
Dan saya bisa tadi kaget.
Pesan saya pada hari ini sangat bahagia karena mendapatkan info yang sangat luar biasa.
I'm very glad to have this webinar series. I have I have followed and joined all the mentoring session, and it is very much give me more information about multimodal literacy. Thank you very much for British Council and also Universitas Brawijaya, Catherine, for holding this webinar series.
I would like to thank Bu Dian Inayati for introducing me to Peer Deck, because this is the first time for me to get to know Peer Deck and